No.
No
I
thanks.
graduated from Bovine University. Dude, I finally went back and started watching old Simpsons the other day, and it's so good.
It's so funny.
It's like really well written, like jokes every 45 seconds for
I don't like
for
angry
25
Homer.
minutes. He's rarely like as angry as you might
Early
remember him
he
as.
is. I want to
Oh,
say
yeah,
they
maybe
fixed
one-
him in one or two seasons in.
Sure.
Yeah, he was a little. They were figuring everybody out. Season 1, the best seasons are before Phil Hartman died, when you still had Troy McClure and Lionel Hutz. Those were the funniest
he
characters in
die?
the whole.
Psycho
was-
ex-wife?
His wife
Yeah.
murdered him in his
Ex
sleep.
or current?
I believe
Maybe it
current.
was- yeah,
They were living
there's
together.
something like there's some drugs to do with it. Like she was into cocaine really heavy or something, and she
I bet
resented.
she was thin.
I don't remember. She probably was thin. Yeah. She probably, but yeah,
I could fix it.
Hot.
It's like-
I can fatten that bitch up. If you guys had to survive at NASA for like a month without being outed as someone who didn't know jack shit about space, what would your tactic be?
What's my job at NASA though? That's important because they got a guy sweeping up, and I can fit right in.
No. You're wearing a lab coat and you have glasses on.
I feel like I have
my
enough
God.
time in IT to like a month, you say?
A month.
Like, Woody, we need this from you. All right. I can give you a date for a date. Like, by Friday, I'll tell you how long it will take to do this. And then Friday comes around and I'm like, oh, that's a 3-week project. That's 4 weeks right there.
Oh, damn, that's brilliant. That's really good.
I'm nice at this, bro. I'm nice at this.
Oh, damn.
I think I could bullshit and delegate my way through it. I think Einstein had that thing where he'd been going around doing this tour, going to all these colleges and universities and stuff, and giving the same speech about special relativity or general relativity or whatever. And his driver would always sit in the back of the room, and he'd watch this thing. So year in, this driver has seen this speech hundreds of times. And so one time they go in, and Einstein's like, "Hey, you really think you could give the speech?" And he's like, "Absolutely. I watch you do this every day, sometimes 3 times a day." He's like, "Let's switch clothes." Puts on the chauffeur's outfit. Other guy puts on Einstein's fucking goofy hat or whatever. And he goes up there and he gives Einstein's speech on relativity to this room full of experts, like the brilliant minds. And they ask the driver a follow-up question, and something really difficult he has no idea because he just knows the speech.
Yeah.
He's just
You,
these
then
are
you
lines in
say,
a play.
wouldn't you like to know?
And so the driver says, "That is such a simple question. I'm not even going to give you an answer. Actually, I'm going to have my driver take this one." And Einstein stands up in the chauffeur's outfit and cap, and he gives an Einsteinian answer to this question. And everyone looks at that guy like a moron. And of course, everyone in the room was like, "Yeah, how does that work? So you're saying time slows down relative to mass, energy, and speed? Explain that." And then Einstein himself stands up, explains it as a chauffeur. And now everybody's terrified to ask the driver a follow-up, lest they be shamed as well.
Is this story true or like urban legend?
I choose to believe it's true.
But
I've
Albert
heard it
Einstein
multiple
looks
times.
so distinctive. Like everyone walking in is such a fan of him. They're gonna see Albert Einstein sitting there in a newsboy cap, and they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is this like tall,
Apparently not at this
dark-haired
time.
young guy talking to us?"
Apparently not at this time. I don't think he was quite the social media sensation in like 52.
Kyle didn't say it. I just assumed it was a driving Miss Daisy situation where the driver's black. Like, how did he pull this off? I don't know.
You sure do know your physics, sir.
Man, those are really better ideas than mine. I was just thinking that I'd have to like find a way to bribe workers there first to send out emails being like, "This guy, don't bother him with anything that isn't a huge deal. He's a bit eccentric. You'll find that out." And then like for a while, I just have like 2 fidget spinners and I refuse to address anything. When people touch me, I recoil and I just like sit there and I'll spend hours staring at diagrams and they'll be like, "He's musing." And then I'll just go then I go spend like hours in a notebook and vision of them trying to perfect that Superman S. And anytime they come over, I'm like, I hide it, and then I get let go a month later.
I can imagine maybe rewatching some George Costanza for inspiration. He would be able to do this, right? Like that scene where he gets pissed off at everything, and they say he's trying so hard.
Yeah, he's just pretending to be crippled for bathroom privileges for long term. Very funny. But yeah, that would be my plan. I don't know. I don't think any of us would survive. They'd ask some like finder's question early on about space that was easy for them, but only if you're like in the know.
Well, I just imagine being on like the guy who makes sure that something is all good. Like, okay, check all the parameters on that lander. You know, we want to make sure that that mirror is the correct parameters, and make sure that's all good. And like, okay, so how would I do that? you got like a measuring tape or something? Like you got some sort of
I just for sure thought everything was fine. Like, Woody,
yeah,
look at that space shuttle. Make sure everything's in order. All right,
solid.
This will take 10 days.
Yeah, this will take 10 days.
Really? It usually takes my guys 3 weeks. Woody has saved us 2 fucking weeks, guys. Let's go. Everybody's like, we're going to Mars, boys.
Right?
So what is NASA Flathead Phillips?
This isn't a manned
get
mission,
this.
is it?
Back out one screw, right? The 10th day in, be like, I think I see something, boys.
And it's like way up there, but you spotted it.
I don't know. You might want me to check all these screws again.
Eagle Eye Woody just saved us $8 billion, guys. All right, take. You know what? Promotion for you, sir.
This one.
No. I couldn't possibly.
Like it's made of Home Depot nickel.
Yeah. This is PVC. Yeah, that we would have never got to the moon if any of us were involved.
No.
I mean, they've made some fuck ups. When they first sent Hubble up, the mirror was wrong. The mirror had been planed wrong by the lens company, and it didn't work. It was all blurry. They're like, we just launched a multi-billion-dollar fucking telescope. They sent the space shuttle up with a new lens, and they had astronauts get out and fix that bitch because it was close enough to Earth that you could do that.
I wonder
It
how
cost
they
a lot
keep
of
the
money.
fingerprints off of it. Like, obviously, they're wearing gloves. I get it. But like, I imagine it needs to be really clean.
It's a clean room. Yeah, it's in one of those. Like, it looks like they're working on silicon.
It needs to stay that clean through the whole process. It's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm sure they bring like a rag up there with them.
And then I think that
I'm sure that's what they do. Yes, a little bounty, maybe.
Who's got the Windex?
Buzz Aldrin.
We left the wind.
Spits on it. You just had to bring your golden grams, didn't you? Put us over the fucking weight limit for that last bit of glass cleaner.
They messed up Metric and Imperial one time, and I think they crashed a probe into Mars. Some very expensive
there was a conversion error or something.
Yeah.
The reason I'm just realizing the reason I thought golden grams is, Kyle, did you just watch the old Simpsons where Homer goes up to space?
Oh, yeah.
And they're like crashing back down, and all the like astronauts are either like saying the Pledge of Allegiance or something, or they're like praying, like, Lord, get us out of this. And like they're like, pray to whoever you believe in. And Homer's like, those golden grams. Oh, those golden grams. Like singing the Golden Grams song. Crispy Crunchy something serious.
Yeah, Homer snuck a bag of potato chips into the space shuttle and then cracked them open mid-flight, and they went everywhere. And then he bumped into the ant farm, and now there's ants and potato chips everywhere. So the answer was to open the door and depressurize to blow them out. But then Homer breaks the fucking door off of the capsule, and they've got to like jerry rig it up for re-entry. Yeah, that was a fun episode. The beginning of it was more fun.
No. What did they jerry rig it with? A little trivia.
The inanimate carbon rod, which at the beginning of the episode, Homer at the plant, everyone has been employee of the month before except for Homer. They're wearing these gold medals around their neck, every single person but Homer. And Mr. Burns gives that month's medal to this inanimate carbon rod. And it's just like, the fuck it.
Yeah, that's got it. That old Simpsons is so funny.